Christmas Eve, Hattie. Your newsstand's my first stop. I'm hoping to be done by noon. I've still got a lot of shopping to do.
Well, from the looks of Main Street, you're going to have plenty of company.
Well, you should be busy too. You know, everybody loves the Christmas edition of the Hillsborough Post.
Well, I can't sell any papers without my newsies. Where are those kids?
I thought I saw them looking in the candy store down the street. Hold on. Hey, newsies!
Let's go,
Papers
guys!
are in!
Woo!
Let's go!
Extra, extra, read all about it. The Christmas headlines, that's why we shout it. We've got to boast, we've got the most Christmas news at the Christmas Post.
Anything can happen on Christmas Eve. Miracles are yours for the asking. The unexpected happens when you believe in faith. So anything can happen today. Anything can happen this time of year. Everybody knows it's the season. Anytime or any place you might hear them say that anything can happen today. It's a
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Join the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la.
Thank you. Sorry, folks, but it seems that each Christmas Eve is noisier and busier than the last one was. I used to wonder why everyone was in such a hurry on December 24th. Well, I don't think it's because they're buying last-minute gifts or trying to get home. No, somehow they seem to know that miracles are in the air today just waiting to happen, and everybody senses they might be a part of it. Take Sam Gillespie and his caroling group here. Well, actually, this is the entire congregation of the Central Avenue Community Church about 6 blocks over. Yep, you heard me right, all 5 of them. Inside 1 year, their pastor got called to a larger church across the county, and everyone else decided it took too long to drive downtown to go to church. These folks are the only ones left. Sam here was the head usher, first to arrive, last to leave. Everyone got so used to shaking his hand on the way out the door that after a while, folks started calling him pastor. Well, he refused to be called reverend, so he became Brother Sam. They're out caroling again, trying to raise money for their soup kitchen and to keep their doors open. They could certainly use a small miracle, maybe 2. And here's another establishment that's always trying to get people to come through its doors. Herzog's Department Store, the oldest store in Holmesboro, Indiana. I should know. My newsstand has been here almost as long as the store has. Things sure have changed since Miss Ellie Herzog took over for her father 5 years ago. Folks used to say that nobody had more Christmas spirit than Herzogs, but now, well, they could use a heap of miracles. And you know what? There's no greater day for miracles than Christmas Eve. After all, it was on this night, so long ago, that the greatest miracle of all happened. And I think there's still a little bit of that first miracle just waiting to rub off on all of us. You just wait and see. As you were.
La. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Oh. Sorry, folks. I almost forgot. These are 2 that you need to be keeping your eyes on this Christmas Eve, if you can get them to hold still long enough. This here is Alice Garfield. Nobody is as out of faith or as out of luck as Alice Garfield. She's a 2nd grade teacher, but she's taken a seasonal sales job here at Herzog's to try to make ends meet. You see, this is her 3rd Christmas alone. Her husband Frank was killed in action in Okinawa, and Alice only seems to be able to look back at that. And over here is her daughter Katie, although at this moment, Alice doesn't realize it. She thinks that Katie is spending each day at the neighbors with her little brother Scott, but actually, Katie's taken a seasonal job too, to sell newspapers for me. I reckon they're dead set on a collision course for a miracle. I wonder if it'll be today. Guess there's only one way to find out.
Hi, Hattie. Like my new disguise today? Nobody recognized me, not even Sergeant Buchanan.
It's a good thing he hadn't, because if he had, he might have arrested you for impersonation. Impersonation of a man with very questionable taste. Where on earth did you find this getup?
In the attic. It's my grandpa's. Grandma used to hide a bunch of his clothes at our house.
Yeah, I can see why.
She said he was starting to cause accidents.
Well, you're headed for an accident if you aren't more careful. I declare, Katie Louise Garfield, if your mother ever finds out that you're sneaking away from Mrs. Schuster's in the morning and coming to work for me, she's going to ground both of us.
Oh, my mom won't find out. Mrs. Schuster's in on it. So is my brother. And I told him that if he snitched, all I get for Christmas is a bunch of cut-up worms.
For a 4-year-old, that might not be much of a threat.
Besides, Mrs. Schuster knows I'm doing this until I earn enough money. I want to buy Mom that locket in Herzog's window. You know, the one that she wants so much, but it's got to be a surprise.
Oh, your mom's going to be surprised, all right. Now, just make sure that you keep your hair tucked up under your cap.
Okay. I'm sure glad you hire girls. All the other newsstands in town only went boy newsies.
Look, as far as you're concerned, you are a girl newsie. All you girls are. You're a boy newsie. All you girls are. Just make sure you keep your hair up under your cap, okay?
I know.
Oh, and remember, no freebies. Last week, you gave away more papers than you sold.
Sorry, some people just didn't have any money.
No, they didn't have any change, Katie. That is not the same thing. Listen, you're too soft-hearted just like your mama. You'll never make much by giving things away.
I'll remember. Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!
Bless you, honey.
Excuse
Are
me.
you getting a cold?
Oh no, I always sneeze in threes. Probably just allergic to Grandpa's coat.
Yeah, that's understandable. Oh, no. Put that away. Use your sleeve,
Is that what boys do?
among other things. Yeah, and it might help to say, "So's your old man" a lot, and spit, just occasionally. Oh, gracious, there's your mom over there. She's coming this way. Duck down behind that paper. You better skedaddle.
Okay, see you
All
at 5
right.
o'clock.
Merry Christmas, Mrs. Garfield.
Merry Christmas, Hattie.
Excuse me.
Wait a minute, newsboy, just a minute.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. It's the Christmas Post, but it's on the house. Oh yeah, so's your old man. Merry Christmas, Hint.
Merry Christmas. I think you better start teaching your newsboys some manners, Hattie. And some business sense. You'll never make much by giving things away.
Yeah, so I've heard.
I don't remember seeing that newsboy around here before. Would I know him from somewhere?
I wouldn't be surprised. You look confused, dear. Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, thank you. Yes, I don't know. I wish I felt ready for today. I mean, first I dumped the insides of my purse all over Main Street. And then, well, I really must be seeing things because I could have sworn I saw my father running down the street just a bit ago. But that's impossible. He's in Chicago, and we won't see him till New Year's.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about any of that, dear. It's just the bustle of Christmas Eve. You know what they say, anything can happen, including a miracle or two.
I could use both of them.
Still short in the cash department?
Oh, I took this job on pure commission. Boy, was that a step of faith in the wrong direction.
You know what they say about steps of faith? You can only take one at a time. You'll see. Everything will work out eventually.
I don't have until eventually, Hattie. I have until 5 o'clock today, and then poof, just like Cinderella, everything disappears. My extra job evaporates, and my extra paycheck becomes a pumpkin. And what am I still left with? A 1934 Studebaker with a busted carburetor, and 2 kids with empty stockings.
Empty stockings? You don't mean that they...
Oh, I don't mean empty. I just mean empty. I mean, I won't be able to buy those special gifts. Scotty wants a twist and ride classic car at Herzog's, and Katie had her heart set on a bicycle. Except she stopped mentioning it about 2 weeks ago, right after the car died. Now she keeps dropping little hints about how she really doesn't need anything at all, and her room's too crowded as it is. Oh, boy, she's something special.
You know, it runs in the family.
Excuse me, ladies. Merry Christmas to
Oh,
you.
hi, Sam.
Merry Christmas. Oh, the caroling was beautiful, Brother Sam.
Yeah, such enthusiastic participation.
Yeah, well, it's an advantage when your entire congregation is also your entire choir. Perfect church attendance at every concert. They just get a little confused when it comes time to applaud.
Sure.
Pardon me, Alice, but I found this money over by the bus stop a few minutes ago, and Sergeant Buchanan told me it was probably yours, that you'd had a slight mishap.
Oh, Sergeant Buchanan never really was good at filling out accident reports. You keep it, Brother Sam. Put it in your collection bucket for the soup kitchen.
Are you sure, Alice? The church is able to...
I'm sure there are many people who need this far more than I, especially today.
Especially today. Well, you'll come to our Christmas Eve service tonight, won't you? We'll be handing out food and coats and toys to any family in need.
Oh, I don't think I'm quite that destitute. At least not yet, anyway. But I'll try and make it. I know Katie and Scott would love it. I just don't know how late I'll be working tonight. It's my last day.
Well, I'll be sure to save some seats for you, which shouldn't prove too difficult.
And it's on for the 24th.
Hey,
Could
how are
I
you,
offer
Sergeant?
anyone a jelly donut?
Oh,
Special flavor today.
Yeah.
Peppermint.
Oh.
Thank you, Noah.
Well, Sergeant, I'm glad to finally see you in your rations. I was beginning to worry.
I've been on patrol since dawn, Miss McGee. You know, I like to make sure that the bakery's secure when it opens. But now that the business day is about to begin, I have a pre-instinct alert for Lieutenant Riot Control. After all, it is Christmas Eve, and anything can happen today.
I keep hearing that.
Say, preacher, that was some mighty fine warbling, but could I get your folks to sing Peg O' My Hearts?
Sergeant, it's Christmas.
Okay. Well, how about The Wearing of the Green?
I'll put in your request. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Sam.
Oh, Hattie, I need to use your phone to check in with headquarters. I've got some undercover men in a manhole on Central and 43rd. Oh, and Alice, I'm glad to see your dad's back in town for the holidays.
My dad? You saw him too?
Oh, never looked better. Tell him to drop by sometime for some donuts and a game of canasta. That man sure knows how to dress. Hello? Lieutenant O'Shaughnessy. It's Buchanan. Did you hit up the gas mask this morning?
I don't think I'm ready for today.
Quiet. Quiet. Quiet! You guys aren't listening. I think my mom's on to me. I need your help, okay? I gotta change Main Street for somewhere else. Anywhere else. Volunteers. Thanks, Kelly. I'll take Central, you take Main. And the rest of you, if you see my mom coming, give me a secret sign, like this. Okay? Do it like baseball? Yes. Okay. And don't forget to grab a new stack of papers before you go. Got it? Okay. What do we gotta make today? Trudy, you're my treasurer. What do I gotta make? What's my total? Okay. Wow, I didn't know I needed to make that much.
Still can't believe how much more I need to earn in just one day. I really want to be able to buy those gifts. My kids have such faith in me. I can't let them down.
I just gotta get my mom that present. I'll have to try harder.
No one's trying harder than I am, Hattie, but I can't get ahead. Fact is, I can barely keep up. Seems I'm always short of money and long on debt. Hard times I remember, good times I forget. I'm full up with trouble, I'm fresh out of time, and all I've got is one more day to find. A little more Christmas at Christmas time this year. A little less heartache, a little more Christmas cheer. A dream that won't vanish, that dares to last. A little more future, a little less past. Believing in Christmas, this Christmas may be tough. When believing in Christmas just may not be enough. So if a little more faith could find its way under my Christmas tree, there'll be a little more Christmas this Christmas for me.
See, I've just gotta come through for her. My mom deserves it, especially at this time of year. Seems she's always finding worry and losing sleep. Smiles come once a day now, laughter once a week. I know she thinks Christmas is in short supply, but God's got us and He's got plans to give. A little more Christmas at Christmas time is here. A little less heartache, a little dream that won't vanish, that dares to last. A little more future, a little less past. Believing in Christmas, this Christmas may be tough, but believing in Jesus will always be enough. So if a little more faith will find its way under my Christmas tree, there'll be a little more Christmas this Christmas for me. Today I'll find a way to make her dream come true. Just wait and see. Today, tomorrow will change, 'cause I know that she is counting on me for a little more Christmas at Christmas time this year. A little less heartache, a little more Christmas cheer. A dream that won't vanish, that dares to last. A little more future, a little less past. Believing in Christmas, this Christmas may be tough, when believing in Christmas just always be enough. So if a little more faith could find its way under my Christmas tree, there'll be a little more Christmas, a little more Christmas, a little more Christmas this Christmas for me.
Look sharp, step lively, everyone. The store opens in 10 minutes and we don't want to miss 1 minute of sales today.
Oh, it's my supervisor and the sales staff. Oh, Hattie, I wish I felt ready for today. I mean, look at me. A 5 o'clock face and it's not even 9.
Oh, you're ready. Just one step at a time.
Thanks, Kelly. Okay, you go on. I'll catch up with you. I think I see my first sale headed this way.
And remember, minions, Herzogs means quality. Herzogs means quantity. Herzogs means quiet. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. Paper, Christmas posts, just a nickel.
How quaint. An example of American entrepreneurial enterprise in miniature. Observe staff, the shrewd trade savvy of Maxwell Q. Selden.
I gotta go. It's free.
Wait a minute, kid, that's not a special deal, that's just stupid.
Sold your own man.
Staff, this is not the sales technique we employ at Herzog's. Remember, we make customers buy things they never knew they wanted with money they never knew they had. It's a mission of mercy, it really is.
Good morning, Maxwell. Hi, everybody.
Mrs. Garfield, late again as usual.
Late? I was here early, before anybody.
Obviously, you forgot about our 8 o'clock staff meeting at JCPenney. We dumped 10 gallons of eggnog at their store entrance. Quiet! Now go.
Maxwell, you know I can't get here by 8. I can barely get here by 9. I have to walk, remember? My car broke down, and I didn't have the money to fix it, which is why I had to get this second job. And if I don't get it fixed, I could lose my first job. And I have a pile of bills and a mortgage, and now it's Christmas, and...
Yes. The road of life is just full of bumps, isn't it, Mrs. Garfield? But with or without a car, I still expect you to be on time and in line by 9. And even though this is your last day with us. And we're going to miss you too. If you can't cut the Herzog mustard, you can always choose to take early retirement.
You mean quit? I can't. I have 2 kids who depend on me. Haven't you ever had to depend on someone, Maxwell?
No, nor have I ever been the dependee. Life is a lot easier when you only have to count on yourself. It's a very simple number to remember. 1.
1? That's all you have? Even on a day like this, on Christmas Eve?
Especially on a day like this. Look at this frenzied crowd. 1 is all I can keep track of. Now come, we have to ready the store.
Merry Christmas, Maxwell. May God deliver his richest blessings to you today.
Fine, as long as that it comes COD. Excuse me, Brother Sapp, but
Sam.
whatever. I'm sure our store will make its standard contribution if you talk to our bookkeeper, but right now we're in a bit of a rush.
No, I just wanted to go over the order of events with you today. According to my schedule, we're going to sing in front of your store at the even hours, and then at 43rd and Central on the odd hours. Then at 4 o'clock, we're going to have our nativity scene right here. Is that correct?
Look, you can poco with reindeer as far as I'm concerned. Just don't block the flow of customers. And that goes for you too, Miss Associated Press.
Aw, Maxwell, Merry Christmas. Would you like some fruitcake?
I know your games. Just keep those kids and papers off store property.
How about a cheese ball? I could cut you some.
First bribes, now threats. I could report you to the Federal Trade Commission.
Maybe someday you'll learn how to have a real Christmas, Maxwell Selden. But until then, many happy returns of the season.
American commerce in decline. It's not a pretty sight. Otis, get that door open. And the rest of you shoppers, the store won't open for 10 more minutes. You're like a pack of wild dogs. Now back, get back. Barbara, give me coffee. Now, listen here, Father.
Brother.
Whatever. We want some peppy carols today.
Peppy?
Full of zing, plenty of razzmatazz. We want to put people in the mood to lay down the lettuce, not kneel and pray. So stick to the jingle and follow law department.
I'm afraid we have a somewhat different perspective of Christmas. You see it as a season of selling. I see it as a season of receiving.
Selling, receiving. What's the difference? As long as they come in the right order.
Actually, there's a very big difference. The only gift that really matters at Christmas can't be bought. That's because it's free.
Free gifts are a quick way to go out of business.
It's a good thing for the world. Jesus didn't share your philosophy.
Jesus obviously never knew how to market Christmas.
Maxwell, Jesus is Christmas.
No, I'll tell you what Christmas is. People at Christmas. Those people. Gullible fools, all of them. And with all due respect, Reverend, they want to be shopping in a store, not praying in a church.
You know, you may have a point there. In some ways, those people are what the season's about. All the more reason we'll be out there singing today.
But you'll keep things peppy, right?
Lots and lots of joy, trust me.
And modern. Make it very today.
Lots of news. Good news, as a matter of fact.
Perfect. Maybe you'll steal some of that paper peddler's business. All right, staff, the store looks primed. Everyone to your posts. Miss Garfield, Miss Dexter, to your posts.
Oh, sorry. We were just rearranging things in the jewelry display window.
Toys, Mrs. Garfield. Your department is toys.
I know, I remember. Nadine, try to keep your eye on the locket, the big one. Oh, I know I won't have enough to buy it, but I sure will miss looking at it every day.
All right, staff. We've got approximately 2 minutes before...
Arriving at 0900 hours off the starboard bow.
Miss Herzog arrives. She's early of all days. This is the day she's early. And she's already inside the store. Everyone, get into position. Display the merchandise. Now look happy. No, too artificial. Look humble. Oh, that won't work. That'll never sell anything. Look aggressive. No, too angry. Look religious. Come on, brother. Spam.
Sam.
Well, whatever. Look like you want to sell something.
But I don't want to sell. I want people to receive.
Here, receive. Everybody, sing.
What should we sing, Maxwell?
Something. Anything. Make it peppy. The first thing that comes to your head.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Miss Herzog. Happy birthday.
Not the best choice.
If this is a surprise party, there's been a gross miscalculation. You do have the correct date of my birth written in your captain's log, don't you, Miss Plunkett?
June 17th. An act of Congress couldn't change it.
Well, if anyone thinks that today is June 17th, they're in for a rude awakening. Miss Plunkett and I have been here since dawn, checking and double-checking inventory. And I expect every one of you to meet quota and to unload your cargo. To your stations. Not that way, Miss Garfield. To port side, to port side.
Sorry. I.
And Mr. Selden, a word, please.
Aye.
Brilliant maneuver, Maxie. That's really using your whole brain.
At least I've got one.
Double check the inventory.
I get so confused, Dixie. It's been 2 weeks, and I still get my bow and stern mixed up.
It's been 2 years for the rest of us. You know, she was only in the Navy for 5 months during the war. Never saw a day of action. She just sat on the cargo freight in San Diego. I think she's compensating for the missed opportunity.
Well, she certainly runs a tight ship.
Girl, if things were any tight around here, we'd all die of asphyxiation. Everything is done exactly the way my father did 42 years ago. That dog don't hunt. I heard that old man Herzog's ran a company that put the customer before the almighty dollar, especially at Christmas. Everyone at home spare so that no one had more Christmas spirit than Herzog's.
What happened?
Herzog Jr.
So, let's not have any more slip-ups, Captain Selden, or you'll find yourself back in the galley where you started.
The warehouse, ma'am? You wouldn't.
I would.
You couldn't.
I could. It took us 3 years to put you in charge of sporting goods, 4 years to make you sales manager. It would only take 1 minute to send you back heaving boxes. So, I better see some pucks and putters flying off the shelves today. Do I make myself clear?
But it's not my fault. Mrs. Garfield was late to the staff meeting and then started arguing and displaying the most
I said, do I make myself clear?
Aye.
Good. And for the rest of you, it is full sales ahead. I especially want everyone to seize every opportunity to sell these paddle balls and dolls. We have a surplus of them, and today is the last day to get rid of them. So, no matter what a child thinks he or she might want, sell these instead.
But that's not what Christmas is about. Children need to wish for that one special present.
Miss Garfield, walk with me. There's only one thing that Christmas is about. Selling surplus. So, I better see these things get moved, or you'll find yourself getting moved right out the door. Any questions?
Yes,
What?
I have a question.
Who are you?
Father Sam. I mean Brother Sam. I'm from the church a couple blocks over, and I just wanted to go over the schedule with you.
Yes. The Holy United Tabernacle Von Trapp Family Singers, or something like that. Well, sing anything you'd like, anywhere you'd like. Just keep things peppy, stay away from the door, and at the end of the day, we get 10% of your take.
10%?
That is the correct figure, isn't it, Miss Plunkett?
Unfortunately.
But the collection money is going to help nourish and clothe people.
Well, that's exactly what I'm in the business to do as well. You see, son, I don't run a store. It's a vessel of life. And I'm the commander. So if you don't get on board, it's every man for himself. Do I make myself clear?
Aye.
I'm the admiral of retail, and I set the sea of trade. In my captain's log, I detail every blessed cent I've made. From stem to stern, I know what I've learned, and I hourly review it. From fore to aft is a thankless task, but someone's got to do it.
And you're the one to do it.
I labor willingly with this philosophy. It's a big heap ho where profits grow when your ship and crew are tough.
Aye.
Give a loud ahoy from my employ. The policy is get the green stuff.
It's a loud ahoy for employ. The policy is get the green stuff.
The green stuff? Your only motive is to make money? Miss Herzog, you can't mean that. Not on Christmas Eve.
Well, especially on Christmas Eve. It's the biggest sales day of the year. We even have a cash and carry policy. No cash, Harry. Yes, Daddy will be proud. It's the day for cash transactions. Regulations must prevail, and the buyer's satisfaction must not interfere with sales. No refunds, pause, no fa-la-la-las. I trust everyone agrees here. No credit woes, no ho-ho-hos. After all, my middle name is Ebenezer.
Your middle name is Ebenezer.
Yes, I'm proud of it. If Scrooge were here right now, I'm sure he'd take this vow. It's a big heave-ho where the profits grow when your ship and crew are top. Give a loud ahoy from my employ. The policy is get the green stuff.
Loud ahoy from your employ. The policy is get the green stuff.
Miss Herzog, I know I've only been working here for 2 weeks, but surely you could bend the rules for just one day, especially a day like Christmas Eve.
Bend the rules? Violate regulation? Not on my command. What are you trying to do, Miss Garfield? Incite a mutiny?
No, of course
Well, then
not.
get back on board! Everyone to your post! Rough seas ahead when recession winds are blowing, and your ship is miles from shore. All employees must keep rowing, everyone must row his oar. Unless we dock with the whale in the stock and a great big surplus anchor, one day you blink and the store will sink. And I'll be the one who sank her.
You'll be the one who sank her.
Now cut that out. That day won't come, you see.
If we're all in harmony. It's a big heave-ho for the profits grow. Your ship and crew are tall. Give a loud ahoy for my employ. The policy is get the green stuff. It's a big heave-ho, the profits grow. Your ship and crew are tall. Give a loud ahoy for my employ. The policy is get the green stuff. It's a big heave-ho, the profits grow. Loud ahoy for my employ. The policy will guarantee.
The store cast off in 1 minute. Put that away.
Everyone batten down the merchandise? I'll take the wheel.
Wow, that's reassuring.
Stuff a stocking in it, Dixie.
Well, I guess I better get out of here before the stampede. Tidal wave. You'll be there for our nativity tonight, won't you?
Oh, I wouldn't miss it. 4 o'clock, right?
As far as I know.
You better abandon ship now, Brother Shrimp.
Whatever.
What a great day! There's money in the air. I can smell it. Ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Shopping, shopping. We are shopping, shopping. Shopping, shopping. Christmas shopping, shopping. Thanksgiving shopping, shopping. Till we drop.
Where's the return department?
Shopping, shopping. We are shopping, shopping. Shopping, shopping. Christmas shopping, shopping. Thanksgiving shopping, shopping. Shop, shop, shop till we drop.
Excuse me, do you know where the return department is?
I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't. I'm new here.
It's 5 rows back to the left, behind the shoppers. Thank you.
What's wrong with me, Dixie? It's already 10 o'clock and I barely sold a yo-yo.
You gotta have some faith and push a little.
What do you mean?
I'll show you.
Shopping, 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 shopping.
Selling. See what I mean? You gotta start selling.
Guess I'm not so good at selling.
There you go. Let them know you're selling.
Okay, here goes. I'm selling. Sold.
Hey!
Excuse me.
me, is this the return department?
Fat chance, lady. No one returns the Maxwell Q Stelton merchandise. Now move out of the way. You're blocking the customer's view.
Just a minute there, Maxwell.
And happy holidays, Mrs. Consumer. Sorry, Mrs. Herzog. I didn't see you there. It's a very busy morning.
Oh, indeed. What's the total?
Well, a lot.
A lot?
Well, a lot more than the toy department.
We'll see this afternoon, won't we? I'd hate to think that my sales captain got outsold by a swabby. Carry on.
Aye, aye. Okay, I'll show her.
Oh, I'll show him.
Shopping, 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 shopping.
Christmas rush is on again. It's high and overdrive. We only have a single day. We pray we will survive.
Bargains. Come and get your bargains.
Oh, no, you don't. Hey, everybody got a deal for you. Yes, I do. So buy from me. I'm gonna sell these bargains till I drop.
Do either of you know where the return department is?
No.
Nice try, Alice, but your little gimmicks aren't going to gain you anything.
Except that pile of sales receipts.
Oh, no dice. You're going to have an epidemic of buyer's remorse. Prepare yourselves to see every one of those items back at the return department.
Did someone say return department?
No!
All right, kids, the day's half over. How much have you sold?
Well, we went to St. John at
Oh, Katie, how about you?
only half a bag.
Oh, that's not enough. Not for a paper like the Christmas Post. Now, I've taught each and every one of you to yell from Main Street down to Union Station, right?
Yeah!
So let's hear it. That's the way.
Extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, gotta shout it. Get your Christmas Post.
Is this the return department?
What have you got?
Top of the afternoon, Brother Sam. Almost time for nativity, isn't it?
If there's anybody watching us.
Your collection bucket's empty. Say, have you ever considered giving away free donuts?
Could be sticky. I think we'll be fine as long as. Singing, singing. We are singing, singing. But no one's listening, listening to our singing, singing. But we'll keep right on singing. We'll sing, sing, sing till Christmas rush is on again. It's murder on the beat. The minutes and the hours gone. We're dying to believe.
Bargains, come and get your bargains. Hey, everybody got a deal for you. Yes, I do. So buy from me. I'm gonna sell these bargains until we drop.
Store closes in 5 minutes.
5 minutes, but it's only 4 o'clock.
And 4 o'clock, so we always close on Christmas Eve.
Oh, but you can't.
Herzog can do anything.
Aw, tough break, Mrs. Garfield.
You want to see something break, Maxie?
Try me.
Gladly.
Miss Herzog, please.
Attention shoppers, time for your last purchase.
Bargains, come and get your bargains. Hey, everybody got a deal for you. Yes, I do. So buy from me. I'm gonna sell these bargains. Bargains, come and get your bargains. Hey, everybody got a deal for you. Yes, I do. So buy from me. I'm gonna sell these bargains until we drop.
Does anyone know where the return department is?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for shopping at Herzog's department store. We know you had your choice of any merchant you chose, so we deeply appreciate your patronage. Now, Merry Christmas, Bon Voyage, and please vacate the premises by 1600 hours. That's now.
Leaving. We are leaving. Leaving.
Never mind.
Staff, you may pick up your Christmas check and bonus on your way out. But only one salami per employee. I remember last year.
Ms. Herzog, surely you could keep the store open just a little while longer, especially when there's an emergency.
What might this emergency be, Miss Garfield?
Me? I'm in the emergency. I've been working on peer commission, and I just about had the money I need to buy my kids their special gift. That twist and ride car over there and the silver bicycle on aisle 10. I know only one more hour is all I need.
Miss Garfield, walk with me. I'm deeply sympathetic to your plight. But there's simply no way that Herzog's department store will remain open 1 minute past 4 o'clock on Christmas Eve. We've always closed at 4 o'clock on Christmas Eve, and we always will. Just like my father did when he founded Herzog's 42 years ago. Case closed.
Sorry. She's got the facts right, but not the story. Old Man Herzog's used to close its store at 4 to throw the biggest Christmas party in Holmesboro. Everyone was invited. Even all those people that Brother Sam and his friends are trying to help.
When did we all lose sight of what Christmas is about?
Probably we all lost sight of who Christmas is about. Now, come on, there's a salami with your name on it.
Last call, all ashore who's going ashore.
I'll see you all at 8 o'clock on the 26th at Sears and Roebuck, and don't forget the eggnog.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Wait a minute, everybody. Oh. Alice, what's happened here? The store can't be closing.
It can, and it has.
But it's only 4 o'clock.
And 4 o'clock is when we have always closed on Christmas Eve. Just the way my father did when he founded Herzog's 42 years ago.
But I know it has in the past, but I thought this year would be a little different. We're scheduled to do our nativity in front of the store at 4.
So go ahead. We haven't closed the sidewalk.
But what's the point if there's no one there to listen to it, to see it? Look out there. The street's almost deserted.
Well, I'm sorry your box office is down. Perhaps it's your wardrobe. Now, excuse me, I have to get changed. I have some last-minute Christmas shopping to do.
Wait, you don't shop at your own store?
Never! Prices are too high. Besides, we're closed.
Well, goodbye. And chin up. Remember what tomorrow is.
I know.
Christmas. Another excuse for paying the American worker a day's wage for not working. That must be the goodwill towards men clause.
You know, Maxwell, I think the only thing you'll find under your tree tomorrow is a safe deposit box. I hope you both will be very happy together.
Match made in heaven, I assure you.
I guess the star just didn't shine bright enough to get us to Bethlehem this time. We'll have to try again next year. We'll be singing a bit further down the street, Hattie, and I'll still be saving a place for you, Alice.
Thanks, Sam.
Goodbye. God bless.
Bye, Sam.
Well, so much for taking a step of faith. Even one step at a time, and I fell flat on my face.
Well, I wouldn't call it a fall exactly. Maybe more like a stumble.
Well, call it whatever you like. But the fact remains that it's Christmas Eve, and I've come up short. Just one more hour, and I would have gotten the money I need. But instead, zip. The day started with nothing, and I was going to end with nothing.
You know, I've heard it said somewhere before that faith is the evidence of things not seen.
Well, I sure don't see anything. I don't know how anyone can get much faith from that.
You still seem to be operating from the notion that seeing is believing, but I think you've got it backwards. Believing is seeing. Anything can happen on Christmas Eve. Miracles are yours for the asking. The unexpected happens when you believe it may. Yes, anything can happen today. so near to us. For unto me and unto you, Christmas offers a miracle or two. Anything can happen right here, right now. Have a little faith and believe that everything is gonna work out somehow, some way. Yes, anything can happen today.
Oh my goodness, ladies, what time does Herzog's close today?
4 o'clock. It's closed.
Oh no.
Well,
This can't
what's
be
wrong?
happening. Well, I have this beautiful dollhouse in layaway for my daughter. Oh, it was the big surprise. She had so much faith in me, and well, I ruined her Christmas.
Wait. Herzog may have ruined my Christmas, but I'm not going to let her ruin everybody's. Ma'am, I can help you. I'll open up this register to help you purchase that gift.
You will?
Yes. Let me get it. Oh,
Thank you, you're a lifesaver.
here you go.
Oh, that's the one. The big one. Okay. Bring it to
Hey,
me.
Herzog's is open. The sale's back on. We can do some more shopping.
Wait. I was just opening for one more guest. Yeah. Yes, Herzog's is open. Last minute madness sale, 1 hour only. Hurry, shoppers, it's your last chance.
So exciting.
Shopping. We are shopping. Christmas shopping. Last minute shopping. Shop till we drop.
Alice, what in the world is going on?
Isn't it wonderful, Brother Sam? I believed something would happen, and it has.
Where did you get the key?
Oh, I never left the store, but the nativity scene is back on. Bring out the frankincense and hay.
Alice, this isn't God's way. It's your way.
Shopping. Christmas rush is on again. It's high and overdrive. We only have a single day. We pray we will survive. We're shopping. We are shopping. Christmas shopping.
Mrs. Garfield, what is the meaning of this?
Maxwell, Dixie, what are you doing here?
Well, when I saw 2 men running down the street from a canoe from my department, I knew something was afoot.
A Christmas Eve madness sale? Oh man, Herzog's would have loved this. What do you say, Maxine?
Are you out of your...
Excuse me, I need some help.
Oh, I'll be right with you.
Oh, no you don't. You're trying to earn that extra commission, aren't you? Well, you're not going to sell my snorkels and rackets. You want to play in the big leagues? You got it.
Oh, you don't have a prayer.
That's all you've got.
Maybe that's all I need.
It's over, Garfield.
Oh, it's just begun, Selden.
Oh, everybody to your corners and come out swinging.
Bargains, come and get your bargains. Hey, everybody got a deal for you. Yes, I do. So buy from me. I'm gonna sell these bargains till they drop.
Great day in the morning. What's going on here?
Well, Sergeant, looks like the store is open again. Like you said, anything can happen today.
Anything can happen. I knew it. Loot's in writing. I've got to call the boss. I tried to warn them. Surely I did, but is anyone listening to Michael Riley Buchanan? No, thanks very much. Hello? It's Buchanan. Oh, you better get over to your store, quick! It's a riot, sir! You're being robbed! Whoops.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 4:45 on Christmas Eve. And may I simply say, for the record, that in the 42 years since my father founded Herzog's department store, nothing like this has ever been done. And God willing, nothing like this will ever happen again. I demand to know who's responsible for this lawless disregard of policy and tradition.
Me? You can't be looking at me. I was trying to stop this. I was the solitary voice of reason in a world gone mad. I battled tirelessly. I put my life on the line. I even sustained a painful and cosmetically damaging bruise.
Stick a snorkel in it, Maxwell.
It was me, Miss Herzog. A woman needed an extra special gift, and, well, a lot of other people did too, including me.
Well, Miss Garfield, I don't see that there's anything left for me to do except fire you.
No, wait, you can't do that.
And pray tell, why not?
Well, for one thing, this is her last day. And the store closed at 4 o'clock.
That's true. But Miss Garfield opened the store until 5 o'clock. And since there are still 12 more minutes left of her extended employment, it's terminated. Furthermore, I'm keeping every wage that she's earned thus far to pay for the damages.
Oh, you can't do that.
Oh, Miss Herzog, please don't do that. If you do that, I won't have a Christmas tomorrow. I might even have a tomorrow, period.
It's a little late to be thinking about that, don't you think, Miss Garfield? Come, Sergeant, I need a field of order at your precinct. I hope Daddy never has to hear about this.
Miss Herzog, wait. Are you sure you want to fire Mrs. Garfield? I mean, what I'm trying to say is what she did was wrong, certainly, but, I mean, taking all of her money? Doesn't everyone deserve a Christmas? Can't your policy change just this once?
What question would you like for me to answer?
All of them, I guess.
Okay. My answers are yes, no, not necessarily, and are you out of your mind? Let's go, Sergeant.
Can I finish me jelly? Where's my jelly donut?
Sergeant!
Has to be under here. No, where is it? No. But they only have peppermint once a year. I need my jelly donut.
Maxwell, you've got to get Miss Herzog to reconsider. You have no idea how much was riding on that money for Alice.
I tried. Didn't you see me try? I mean, I'm not my brother's keeper, or my sister's for that matter. We're all a lot better off if we just learn to depend on ourselves.
I'm sorry, everything seems to be a matter of self-interest for you, Maxwell. Even Christmas. By the way, here's the 10% of our take, as Miss Herzog put it. The collection wasn't very much, but big things always seem to come from it. You know, you might not want to pay so much attention to price tags. They're not good indicators of what something's worth.
Come on, Alice. Today isn't over yet. And anything...
Oh, no, thank you. I'm through with things happening. I call it quits. I mean, look at this. Before I ruin everybody else's Christmas. Time's up. It's over. I don't know what else to do. For the last 3 years, all I've done is ask God for more faith. And all I can see is that he keeps answering no. What am I going to do? Look at this catastrophe around me.
That may be part of the difficulty. It's awful easy for us to do things our way instead of God's way.
That's right. And that's one recipe for disaster. Why, just think of Mary and Joseph and the shepherds and wise men. If they all sat around with the miseries and thought of nothing except how impossible their situation was, where do you think they'd end up? Not in Bethlehem, I can tell you that. They didn't know all of God's plan either. In fact, most times, they didn't even have a map. All they had was a star and a promise. So listen, you don't need more faith. You just need to start acting on the faith it's given you. No one ever got to Bethlehem without a little forward motion. No more steps of faith. I think it's time to take a leap. Ready? give up, don't give in. When the going's tough, that's just when faith kicks in. Well, the Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you. Night and day, He's telling you to keep faith. So don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give in.
Don't give in.
When the going's tough, that's just when faith kicks in.
So let your faith kick in.
The Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you.
Night and day He's telling you to keep faith.
Remember when the king threw Daniel in the lion's cage without a single means of self-defense? But Danny had a simple faith that calmed the lion's rage. So breakfast didn't come at his expense. When morning came, the king was sure that Danny boy was gone. But there Dan sat with all those cats. His faith had made him strong. So don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give in.
Don't give in.
When the going's tough, that's just when faith kicks in.
So let your faith kick in.
Well, the Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you.
Night and day He's telling you to keep faith.
Remember the disciples sailing on the stormy sea. The boat was tossed and they began to sweat. But Jesus strolled across the waves and called out, "Come to me." And boldly Peter gambled, getting wet. The mighty faith of Simon Peter suddenly it shrunk. It's when you take your eyes off the prize, honey child, you're sunk. So don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give in.
Don't give in.
When the going's tough, that's just when faith kicks in.
So let your faith kick
Well,
in.
the Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you.
Night and day He's telling you to keep faith. Keep the faith.
When Daniel faced the lions, he had faith.
He had faith.
So when you don't feel like trying, keep the faith.
Keep the faith.
When Peter walked on water, he had faith.
He had faith.
So when the going's tough, you gotta keep faith.
Keep the faith.
When your days are full of doubt and you need faith.
You need faith.
So sister, keep on standing, keep the faith.
Keep the faith.
The power that defeats the grave, the power of God Almighty gave. That's the power that will save you from distress. From distress. If you have faith, don't give up.
Don't give up. No, no, no. Don't give in.
When the going's tough, that's just when faith kicks in.
So let your faith kick in.
The Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you.
Night and day He's telling you to keep faith.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. No, no, no. Don't give in.
When the going's tough, that's just when faith kicks in.
So let your faith kick in.
The Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you.
Night and day He's telling you to keep faith.
Well, the Lord will see you through. Yes, He's watching over you.
Night and day He's telling you to keep
Keep faith.
Keep faith.
Miss Garfield, what are you still doing on store property? I am very sure I made it clear that your employment ended with us exactly 4 minutes ago. So what exactly are you doing standing on the furniture?
It's okay, Alice, go ahead.
Miss Herzog, there's something you should know. Miss Herzog, there's something you should know.
What's that?
About your policies and the way you run the store and Christmas. It's more than the green stuff, and it's a lot more than regulations and cash transactions and salamis. But, well, if you don't take a leap of faith every once in a while, you'll never get to Bethlehem. However, what I did was wrong, and for that, I'm truly sorry.
What are you saying, Miss Garfield?
I was wrong, ma'am. Please forgive me.
Miss Plunkett, what is she saying?
Listen. You need to listen to what everyone's been saying.
And what has everyone been saying?
Miss Herzog, this Christmas Eve Madness sale is a wonderful idea. And Christmas spirit and excitement. And, well, it's just like Herzog's was in the old days.
You can say that again. I haven't been shopping much recently at Herzog's, but I will now.
Oh, thank you. I think.
It's such a pleasure to patronize a store where the customer is put before the almighty dollar.
I'll say. Are you going to have another Madness sale on the 26th?
Oh, I am not sure. That is to say that the policy hasn't been established. Give me just one moment. Maximal, what's going on?
I'm really not sure, ma'am.
Brother Sam, what's going on?
Sometimes God takes our repentance, and by his mercy, shows us unmerited favor.
Shoppers, I am so sorry about earlier confusion, but in regards to the so-called Herzog's Christmas Eve Madness sale, there's nothing more to say except...
Ellie!
Daddy!
Mr. Herzog.
Hi.
There's a lot of work going on here for after 4 o'clock.
I know.
A lot of people. Dixie?
Hi.
Dixie, how are you?
Good.
How have things been running here at the store?
Great.
Hello, Ellie.
Before you say a word, I can explain everything.
I don't think you need to. You see, I've been hearing the whole story from half of Holmesboro.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That many?
My phone hasn't stopped ringing for the past hour. I've been hearing from new customers, old customers, the boys of the 47th precinct even call me. It's like what's going on here is all they can talk about is this Christmas Eve Madness sale. I don't know. It's like they have this store in this town turned upside down. I've only got one thing to say after hearing all this.
I braved a many storm and gale, sir. Fire away.
Brilliant sales strategy, dear. I wasn't sure you had it in you. And I know I promised not to interfere when you took over 5 years ago. But after seeing this, I just have to say shipshape.
I am so surprised. I mean, it should come as no surprise that I would implement such a brilliant marketing strategy that would so encapsulate the spirit of Christmas. And I was met with some resistance at first, but I alone stood firm, insisting that policy and tradition... I did have a little help. My faithful bookkeeper. And we can't forget Brother Sal and the Holy Rollers who kept the... You know, I'm just remembering. It was actually a group effort. Every single one of these customers... All right, it was Alice Garfield's idea.
I just knew somebody else had to be involved. Congratulations, my dear. Whatever gave you the incentive?
I was just trying to get someone a special present.
That's what Herzog's has been about for the past, how many years now?
42.
42 years. I am just so grateful that we have someone like you on Herzog's payroll. Aren't you, Ellie?
Yes, sir.
Does that mean she gets her 2 weeks salary back?
Well, of course. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you could stay on till next week, for the after Christmas sales. Do you have any brainstorms for the 26th?
Oh, the 26th. That'll be too late. Yes, I do have a brainstorm.
What are you talking about, Miss Garfield?
We'll have a sale now. After all, there's still 10 minutes left until 5 o'clock, and we haven't moved many of those overstocked dolls and paddles, so let's offer them at a special price.
But we have already reduced it by half price.
Double the price.
Double the price.
And we'll give half the proceeds to Brother Sam's soup kitchen, and then the toys can be given to the needy families at the service.
That is the most irresponsible, addle-brained, unprecedented scheme I have ever heard in my life.
I love it!
And I love it! Wow! That idea is so... I love it.
Carry on, my dear. I know that the rest of Christmas Eve will be in good hands. As for me, I've got to run. I've got an appointment at the Christmas tree with my grandkids. And so do you, Ellie, in 15 minutes. So, I've got a note here from you, from Abby. It's reminding you to buy an angel for the top of the Christmas tree. Now, don't disappoint my favorite granddaughter, Ellie. She has a lot of faith in you, and, so do I. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Herzog.
May God bless your new year.
Bye, Daddy. "10 minutes. We have 10 minutes to sell all the surplus." I need my sales force. Maxwell, Otis, Patsy, Nadine. Dixie, you can't leave me like this.
Your dreams. We're all off duty. Looks like you only have one salesperson left.
One person. One person for all of this.
That's right. And remember, she's on commission.
Church is 6 blocks down the road. Service starts in 30 minutes. Just follow the congregation. See you there.
Get your Christmas Eve special. Double the price, give it away. Spread some hope Christmas Day.
Dixie, have you ever seen so much
green stuff?
Yeah, green stuff.
Goodbye, green stuff.
And it's certainly gratifying to know that most of it's going to Brother Sam's soup kitchen. And then there's, of course, Alice's commission. And the rest can be used for any damages. Starting with the captain's log.
But the captain's log isn't damaged.
Oh, well, we can fix that. Great day in the morning. Who left this peppermint jelly donut in the accounts receivable?
Oh.
Whoopsie daisies. And I think we really need to do something about that whistle.
But the whistle's not broken.
Well, let's just take a closer look.
I see what you mean.
Oh, you were right, Brother Sam. When you try to solve your problems on your own, you usually come up short of God's standards.
It's a good thing God's so willing to wait for us, no matter how long we take. Excuse me for a minute, Alice. Maxwell, are you okay? You've been awfully quiet.
Oh, I'm just double checking inventory. You know, big sale on Christmas Eve. You've got to take stock of where things are.
That's a good thing to do on Christmas Eve. Well, it was quite a sale, wasn't it?
Boy, I can't get over those people paying double the price for something they didn't even want and then giving it away. They're
gullible fools.
That's not what I said this time. Sam, about earlier, one of the things I wanted to say, well, all of the things I wanted to say is, oh boy, what do I want to say?
Merry Christmas, Maxwell. That's all you need to say. Don't worry about it. So, you about to head home?
Sure not going to spend the night in this drafty icebox.
Oh, I meant, are you going to spend Christmas with your family?
My family has moved on.
I'm sorry.
The Depression killed my parents, first dad, then mom. Watching your folks work themselves into an early grave tends to color your perspective. I swore 5 years ago that I'd never be poor, and I'd never let that happen to me, and so far I haven't.
Were the times you spent with your mom and dad happy?
Always.
Then you weren't poor.
What are you talking about? We were one step away from being destitute, especially at Christmas.
I'll tell you what colors my perspective, especially at Christmas. That at the center of our most expensive holiday is a baby who entered the world homeless and wrapped in rags and, well, destitute. Sometimes I think he came that way so people like us would listen to him, at least when he talked about what brings real success in this life. Like when he said, what good will it do you to gain the whole world but lose your soul?
Not to worry. We were never in any danger of gaining the whole world. Half the time when it was just Mom and me, we didn't know where the next meal was coming from. Christmas, she had to take a second job just so I'd have something under the tree, but I always did. I always had one special gift every...
Maxwell, you're welcome to join me and my family tomorrow. Christmas is a lousy time to be alone.
According to who?
Well, God for one. I mean, that's how this whole thing got started. We obviously weren't doing too well on our own, so he decided to send a rescuer. And he became one of us. He even took a name that means just that, Emmanuel, God with us.
That's a comforting idea if you live in a world full of Christmas cards and nativity scenes. In my world, people leave, people die. You better learn to depend on yourself.
Yes, people will let you down, and we're all going to die. Those two facts are pretty certain. But I'm equally as certain that Jesus came to take care of both those issues.
With a manger?
No, not just with a manger. Christmas was only the beginning. Start at the manger on a cold winter night. Look for the star in the sky, then follow its light. It leads to a Savior for a world that is lost. Start at the manger, then go to the cross. Start at the manger, at the child in the hay, the gift of our Father in heaven, the price he would pay to save all his children, no matter the cost. Start at the manger, then go to the cross. Imagine that you own the wealth of the world, all of its silver and gold. What good will it do when tomorrow arrives and your heart is empty and cold? Start at the manger, where he redemption began. When Jesus stepped down from his throne to die as a man, all of our riches, we will count them as loss if we start at the manger, then go to the cross. Start at the manger, then go to the cross. The invitation for tomorrow still stands. You know, if you don't have any plans, maybe you'd like to come to the service tonight.
You'll have a packed church tonight, Sam. One more will make any difference.
One more makes all the difference. I'd better begin. You have a wonderful Christmas, Hattie McGee.
Oh, same to you, Sam. You know, you probably better get a move on. You've got a church full of people waiting for you.
That's right, I do. I better run before they change their minds.
Sam, wait a minute. Here's the 10% back. Put it in the original offering. That's where it belongs.
I'd rather you deliver it yourself.
I've got plans. Maybe next year.
All right. Well, 6 blocks off Central, if you change your mind. All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Sam.
Whoa. Oh, knocked you over, little lady.
Sorry, Sam. I'm trying to get to Hattie's. It's almost 5 o'clock, and Herzog's is going to close.
I wouldn't worry. That store is having a hard time staying closed today. Now, you give your mom the best Christmas of her life tomorrow morning. You hear?
I will. Bye, Sam.
Bye.
Hey, Maxwell. Merry Christmas. Here's a little something from me to you.
Really? What is it?
It's a cheese ball without the knife. You know, you could eat it now, or you could take it to the church service. 6 blocks off Central, in case you forgot.
I didn't forget. I've got an engagement. Fact is, I'm running late.
More than you know. Well, happy holidays.
Hattie, I did it. I sold every last one of my papers, and no freebies. Maybe a couple. But I think I have enough money. I just gotta have enough.
All right, let's count it out and see.
Oh, aren't you through counting it yet, Dixie? I've just got to have enough.
I'm counting. Don't you see the smoke rising from my fingers?
Well, ladies, I will leave you to drop anchor and lock up shop. And I'll see you, Miss Plunkett, and you, Miss Garfield, on the 26th. Daddy will be stopping by because he wants to see what brainstorming ideas are brewing.
I'll be there, and so will my brain.
That's what I was afraid of. Well, good evening and good work, Miss Garfield.
Really?
First, Swabby, you can really pull an oar. Carry on.
Aye, aye.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Dixie.
That can't be the right amount. I'm so close. Count it up again.
All right, but I've already figured it twice.
Oh my goodness, I forgot Amanda's angel for the tree. Where am I going to find an angel at this time of night?
Oh, Hattie, it's beautiful.
Remarkable. I had no idea that you sold ornaments at your newsstand, Miss McGee.
Well, there's probably quite a few things you've missed over the years, Miss Herzog.
That's what I'm learning. So, how much for the angel?
How much more do you need?
$1.83.
$1.83.
That's an odd price.
Well, let's make it an even $2 then. That's very normal.
Well, all right. It is a beautiful angel, and I am lucky to have found one tonight.
You know, Ellie, here's a little something from me to you.
Your Christmas tree?
Well, I know how much you like the green stuff. You know, you probably should get a move on. You've got a tree and a very anxious 5-year-old waiting for that angel.
You're right. Merry Christmas, ladies.
Merry Christmas. $2 whole. Hattie, I did it! I can buy my mom the locket.
I'll get your pay envelope, honey.
Say, that's quite the sales technique you've got there, kiddo. Maybe you should teach me a lesson.
Hi again, mister. Sorry I threw that paper at you before. I was kinda in a hurry.
That's okay. So was I. Say, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You don't really believe that Jesus is real, do you?
Of course I believe that he's real. I know he's real.
How do you know?
Well, there are many reasons. But I guess the main reason would be the witness of Jesus Christ himself, one man, entering into time, changing the course of all history, predicting his own death, freely offering his own life for our sins, raising from the dead, and then appearing to over 500 people, many who ended up later dying for him. Jesus says in John 14:6 that I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Jesus isn't only God's one and only Son, but our Lord and Savior.
Katie, if Jesus really is real, and you and your mom and so many people believe it, why can't I?
Can't or won't. Jesus won't turn away anyone who comes to him. So maybe you're just going in the wrong direction.
Here you go, Katie. Here's your pay envelope. You better hurry and take it to the store before they close. I'll join you in just a second, okay?
Thanks, Hattie. Bye, mister. Merry Christmas.
Maxwell, do you know what time it's getting to be?
The time? Oh, I've got an engagement. Bye, Hattie. Was it 5 blocks off Central?
6 blocks. Didn't I tell you, folks? There were miracles in the air today. One right around the corner and another 6 blocks off Central. Yep, I told you so. That first miracle is still rubbing off on all of us. Godspeed, Maxwell Selden. I think you're going to have a real Christmas this year.
Oh, I can't believe I'm still short. What do I do?
I could loan you some money until you get paid next time or whatever.
No, I've come this far. I'm not going to abandon ship now. But count it again.
Excuse me? Do you think it's too late to buy something?
I don't think so. I think you just need to talk to the sales staff.
Where are they?
Right over here.
Excuse me. I'd like to buy the locket in the window, please.
Oh, sweetie, you don't need to spend your money on that.
One more sale ought to do it.
Which locket would you like?
The silver one that's big enough to fit the picture of my dad.
Sold. Oh, sweetie, thank you.
Thank you.
And I can buy these items on layaway.
The twist and ride that Scotty wanted so much. But I thought you said we couldn't afford it.
Well, I think I found a little something extra under my tree. Something that I misplaced for a while.
And what was that?
A little extra faith. And there's something else I think you should see. I found.
What?
Right there.
A bike! Oh my gosh, Mom, you're the best. I mean, I know Christmas is not about the presents, but it's a bike. And the one with the blue and the handlebar and the basket and... Get off. It's mine. Thanks, Mom.
Oh,
Race you home.
Sweetie. Be safe.
Hey, burn some rubber.
Ice, there's still ice on the road. Be careful.
You know, maybe you could take your mom to work on that thing.
Hattie, don't encourage her. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Hattie, for being present with me in my grief and for pointing me to God, who knows what this feels like. Oh, he was there all along. He didn't abandon me. I just needed to trust in him and his plan for my life, not my own. Oh, believing in Jesus will always be enough.
Well, are you ready to head out?
In a minute. I'll lock up, for real this time. I will have a very Merry Christmas.